The night was heavy with silence, the kind that presses against your chest and makes you feel the weight of the world. In a small town outside Chicago, a man named David sat alone on a park bench, his hands trembling as he clutched a worn photograph. It was of his late wife, Sarah, whose smile had once been the anchor of his life. Since her passing, he had drifted, lost in grief, disconnected from the world, and unsure if kindness or humanity still had a place in his life. David wasn't the only one carrying invisible burdens. Across the street, Maria, a single mother of two, worked late shifts at the diner, her eyes tired but her spirit unbroken. She had no family nearby, no safety net, only the determination to keep her children fed and hopeful. And then there was James, a young man who had grown up in foster care, hardened by rejection but secretly yearning for connection. Three strangers, each carrying their own scars, unaware that fate was about to weave their lives together. It began with a storm. The sky cracked open, rain pouring down in sheets, flooding the streets. David, still on the bench, noticed Maria struggling to carry her sleeping daughter while her son cried from the cold. Without thinking, he stood, removed his coat, and wrapped it around the boy. Maria looked at him, startled, but saw in his eyes a sincerity that needed no words. James, who had been watching from the diner window, rushed out to help. He grabbed an umbrella from the counter and held it over Maria and her children. For the first time in years, he felt useful, needed. The three of them huddled together under the storm, strangers bound by necessity, but something deeper was forming, a spark of humanity. The storm worsened, knocking out power across the neighborhood. The diner became a refuge, its dim candlelight casting shadows of resilience. David, Maria, and James worked together, serving coffee, comforting frightened children, and offering blankets to the elderly who stumbled in. What began as survival slowly transformed into something extraordinary. David, who had lost faith in life, found himself smiling again as Maria's daughter tugged at his sleeve, asking him to tell a story. He spoke of Sarah, not as a memory of loss, but as a symbol of kindness. Maria, exhausted yet grateful, realized that even in her struggles, she wasn't alone. And James, who had always